Hey all, Goddess Renata here. Another episode of Trust the Magic Around You with Goddess Renata. That's me. This last couple of days, there was something rather interesting that transpired for me in terms of processing some deep-held sort of judgments. There's those judgments. That shadow side of discerning preference. Discerning preference is different than judgments. I just want to make that clear. And actually, Georgie and I were looking at something, and then I made some comment about visually how someone looked and how I didn't want to be bothered with them and blah, blah, blah. And he took his little hand and wrote up in the sky, "Ooh, judgment." And I'm like, "You're right, judgment." And he's like, "Let's make a new acronym for judgment." So we actually did that. I'm going to share that with you right now because it was actually very cool. Just one second. I wrote it down. Let me get my booklet. I don't have to go very far except to the table. So we were driving on the way, doing some errands, as we always do, going to the denturist and, going to the store. And we went to Habitat, found some cool stuff. And I'm always receiving messages from the universe in the context of the things that are fun for me. So when I'm thrifting for clothing, I get synchronistic connections and I find stuff right away. And there may be a message in there for me. That's for me to decipher. Anyhow, so I'm always plugged into the universe and I'm always getting like little fluff ups and puff ups from all the people I have chosen to hang around with in this lifetime. That would include my Georgie of going on 40 years. It's rather amazing. We have a friend that's been staying here with us for a little bit. And even though it's not the most perfect situation, I am learning some great things about me, which is a good thing. And I'm learning to love the good, bad, ugly, and all in between. And in fact, I am learning to embrace one of the things that I pulled for today was the idea of the acronym M.S. Mystery of self or mastery of self. I'm definitely on the mastery of self side. Yeah? What about you? So anyhow, I was going to tell you about the acronym that we created for judgment. And let me find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So judgment versus judgment. This first judgment is J, jealous, ugly, deadly, greedy, evil, mean, energy, negative treatment. So if you felt that kind of judgment, and that's where I was coming from when I made this comment about this person I was looking at, so let's do that judgment again. J is for jealous, U is for ugly, D is for deadly, G is for greedy, E is for evil, M is for mean, energy is always there, energy, E is for energy, N is for negative, and T is for treatment, right? So that's like not where I want to be. So we came up with a new acronym for judgment, and it's about spiritual discernment. It's about a preference. It's about how we can elevate everybody to a new level, and we can always have a preference. There's nothing incorrect about having a preference. I want to point that out. So here's our new acronym, and you're welcome to utilize it. J is for journey. U is for understanding. D is for different. G is for growth. E is for evolution. M is for manifesting. E is for equality. And N is for nurturing. And T is for treatment. So that spiritual discernment after you've been on this planet for a while and you're in it but not of it, you recognize that everybody is on their own independent journey. And when we add understanding to that for ourselves and others, we recognize that we're all different. And that's part of the growth process. That's part of the evolutionary process. That actually is part of the manifesting grace and joy in this lifetime now. And it's about equality. Everybody has an opportunity to choose that and to be that. It's about nurturing yourself, most definitely yourself. Keep yourself in the process, in the mix. Do not leave yourself out. And it's about a treatment, a nurturing treatment to yourself and others. Let's do that acronym about discerning judgment just one more time, because I really like it. J is for journey. We're all on our independent journeys and collective journeys. We're here to understand what our story is and to understand that other people are wanting to understand their story as well. And that we're all different. And that's a cool thing, that we're all different, not the same. And it's about our own growth, personal growth, collective growth. It's about evolution. I mean, we're creating a new planet as we speak, a new earth as we speak. We're here to, I would say, we're here to thrive in spite of the chaos. Thrive in spite of the chaos, not just survive. It's about evolution. And it's about manifesting the things that you want to see and creating the templates that you want to move into and grow into and elevate. It's about equality. Everybody has the right to be, most definitely, but sometimes they have to be out of your face, out of your space. And it's about nurturing yourself. Nurturing yourself, giving yourself some fluff up, giving yourself some grace, giving yourself some allowance. And then treatment. Apply that to yourself. Treat yourself with that kind of discerning judgment. I think that's pretty cool. I love it. So those were our acronyms for judgment. One is the less evolved, critical, pointing finger, you're not perfect thing. And the other one is just about wisdom. And you notice things, and it's good to notice things. You don't have to act upon them, but you can notice them. So here is the lesson that I embraced these last few days about, focusing on being online, wanting to, monetize my YouTube channel, and, finding the way that I speak with people, sharing, my wisdom. And I came up with a da. So I'm working on and wanting to really, be good at doing my YouTube stuff, but I have no idea what I'm doing. But I found that I got caught in the YouTube thing. So I'm like, YouTube versus YouTube, like attitude. So there's the YouTube, and it's got its own algorithm, and it's doing its thing, and it knows what it's doing. I don't know what it's doing. So I got caught in the YouTube thing. I thought that was pretty clever. YouTube, like a YouTube attitude. And I found that I needed to kind of drop the attitude that I had about, for instance, people not really appreciating the way that I think, that I'm able to create new stories for myself. I can shift my storyline in a dime. I can manifest things rather rapidly for myself. The things that are of interest to me, the things that are fun and joyful, like thrifting. Yeah, I love it. And finding really great stuff for a really great price. I've been doing that for a long time. George and I both have, and I just love that. And so we magnetize those things to us. But I found that I was wanting to have people appreciate that about me. Funny, it's like have people appreciate something about you that you don't appreciate about yourself. Like, is that backwards? I call that conflict. So I recognized I was actually in a little conflict about me. Wow. And owning my own authority and being okay with who I am. And it's okay if people don't love me or like me. But that's been like a long journey for me. I was one of those healy-feely people that I wanted you to like me and love me and then let me know, toot your horn about me. And then I turned the table, stopped for a moment and like, well, goddess, toot your own horn. Toot your own horn loud. Love you. Say you're wonderful. In fact, I was downstairs blending today, making some body lotions and that for my Georgie. And it's pretty cool stuff. All the different things that I alchemize to bring together to create a nice body lotion. All the wisdom I have from all the years I've been blending and creating. And I stopped and said, you're freaking amazing. Look at you doing this. See what I'm saying? So we need to really celebrate ourselves, toot our own horns. Let's do that right now. Doo 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 doo. In fact, I heard someone say today, talking about their pronouns, you know, and the ones that they used were, I love them, icon, deity. I would add goddess. You know, it's obvious that we have a he, she, they thing going on. You know, male, female, or something in between. That's all good stuff. But I really love the icon, deity, and I'll add goddess. Those are my pronouns. What are yours? And the ability to laugh at myself, the ability for you to laugh at yourself is so powerful. So powerful. We're not, I was going to say we don't have to be perfected. Like even coming on and doing a video, I mean, sometimes I prep and put some makeup on and do all that, but most of the times, no. I mean, I got up this morning and this is what I had on, and it's a little bit later in the afternoon, and I'm doing this video now. You know, I make sure I don't have any, like, food in my teeth for you, and I make sure the glasses I have on don't reflect back the light ring so much, but other than that, I just got some jewels on, some sparkles. This is just me. I'm sharing me with you. And underneath that idea of working on the YouTube channel and wanting to have it be perfect and getting caught in the YouTube thing, feeling that I'm not enough, I recognized in the process of these last couple days that I was still looking for people to say, you're good, come join us. You're perfect, we love you. And then I'm like, you know what? That was a really great reflection for me. It was a great reflection because I have not been owning my own authority. I have, but deep down I was thinking, well, you have to try a little bit harder, you know, really prep a little bit more, you know, get some good things in there so people really appreciate what you're doing. I'm appreciating what I'm doing. It takes me time to put something together, to sit down and do this and gather the equipment and have the presence of mind to notice and to share that in this time of changes on our planet, which we're going through a lot of them, keep all the good stuff, let all the rest go. That's the process for all of us. And I got a couple of cards that I pulled for us. Well, I shared the first one with you. Mystery of self versus mastery of self. Mystery of self versus mastery of self. So honoring who you are is the mastery of self. Loving the good, bad, ugly, and all in between of who you are. And embrace to erase. Embrace to erase. All the things that you do not love about yourself, bring them up. It's like the little abandoned child inside that needs to be heard. Notice. That's why I was talking to you about that process I went through with the YouTube, wanting to be perfect and monetized and all that, with the YouTube. Like, I got off balance. It's not so important about having that be perfected. What's most important to me is that MS, mastery of self, in this lifetime, right now for me. And we all can choose that. It's not about perfection. So embrace to erase. Bring that part of you up that feels like a little bit off or whatever, and look at it. Acknowledge it. And once you acknowledge it, it's like, you know, when you have a tripod, you have it focused and the camera on the tripod, and you get that perfect picture, and then something happens where one of the legs of that tripod gets knocked off. And so your balance, your visual gets knocked off. Right, exactly. So allow your visual to be knocked off. Embrace it, look at it, and then allow something new to unfold. Allow something new to unfold for you. And the last one I'm going to close with, it's a little bit of a ditty. And I want to make sure there wasn't something else about that. Oh, yeah. When I was noticing this last couple days that my need to be seen and acknowledged from others is very great. And in fact, it ruins things for me. some words came that I wrote down, and it was like, drop the tude. The desire to be seen ruins the surprise as I unveil and reveal beauty for you. And my acronym for beauty is best ever, authentic, uniquely, totally you. Let's do that again. Beauty, best ever, authentic, uniquely, totally you. That's my acronym for beauty. And that applies to you, male or female, or whatever pronouns you choose. So as I unveil and reveal beauty for you, all eyes, the beauty you continue not to see, but you need to be it. And a bag of chips. Sometimes my muses speak to me interestingly, and I do my best to write that down. But it's like, drop the tude. It's okay. You know, as long as you see you, as long as you love you, as long as you be you, and that's what I'm saying to you. I say that to me. I'm saying that to you. As long as you be you and love you, you don't have to know that others appreciate you. As long as you appreciate you, that's part of the mastery of self. What else do we have? No, that was pretty much. Oh, well, let's end with the ditty, because I got the ditty. I love the ditty. I love to perform my little ditty. So, a 1, 2, me and you. A 3, 4, open that door. 5, 6, magic sticks. 7, 8, raise that gate. 9, 10, we all win. Woo, woo. Let's do it again. I said 1, 2, me and you. 3, 4, open that door. 5, 6, magic sticks. 7, 8, raise that gate. 9, 10, we all win. You're a winner. I'm a winner. And we're all it and a bag of chips. I like kettle. What about you? This is Goddess Renata. Trusting the magic around me and you. I'll see you later.